So, what happens when weight loss stops being about health and becomes America's favorite entertainment? For years, The Biggest Loser had us all glued to the screen, guys, cheering dramatic weigh ins, wiping tears during transformations, and believing extreme results were just hard work and discipline. But the new Netflix documentary exposes what we never saw: the pressure, the damage, and the real cost of turning people's bodies into a TV ratings machine. Fast forward to today, and we're watching the same obsession all over again, except now it's celebrities, social media, and Ozempic injections. Even Amy Schumer, who built her brand on being a proud, thicker girl, admitted to using it, and the backlash was explosive. Stay with us till the end, guys, for content because later in the video, we are exposing the jaw dropping Biggest Loser on set scandals producers never wanted the public to know. The kind that will make you question how the show ever really made it to air and also stayed around for several seasons. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Two Peas Out the Pod with Johnny and Shay.
What's up, guys? Listen, I can say that I never watched an episode, but
Not even one?
not even one. Um, just I just felt it's not that they're obese or anything like that. It's just that I felt as though it's degrading to do that, to
Mhm.
showcase that. Um,
I never watched it purposely. It was more like sometimes it was on when you turn the channel.
oh,
And then
so
I'd just be
so
like, okay, I
so
don't
what
want to
you're
watch it.
saying is it was on like a ridiculous
Yeah,
like
but I didn't
ridiculousness.
still watch it. It was just like it came on, then I was like, "Oh, I'll just turn it to something else. But I think
Um,
I only, like, barely maybe watched, I don't know, a couple minutes here and there, and that was it. But I was never into it either.
so yeah, that's why I never really. But I did remember hearing, like, the ads and, like, "Oh, on tonight's Biggest Loser, blah,
Right.
blah, blah, blah," or
But
especially on the
we
radio.
are a separate, bunch because there is a cult following. There was a cult following for that show, just kinda like Bachelor, Bachelorette, and all that stuff. I
Right,
remember people would
right,
have, like,
yeah.
watch parties and stuff for it and,
Right, by all
all that.
means, yeah, they I mean, I remember, people you had, Ally McBeal watch parties and, Grey's Anatomy. Did you know that?
Yeah. You could still have those. It's still on.
Yeah, I mean, you still can have that. I mean, I dude, trust me, there's probably some, like, gated communities that probably have, General Hospital wine parties. They're called
Wow.
Spencer parties, right? Am I saying?
Spritzer, wine spritzers.
Wine
Yeah.
Spencer parties, yeah.
They use Sprite and wine mixed together.
Mhm.
So, guys, The Biggest Loser premiered in 2004, and weight loss became a competitive TV sport. America was obsessed with weigh ins, tears, and dramatic reveals. It pushed the message that pain meant progress and no excuses. Extreme workouts plus very low calorie diets. Contestants were pushed to physical and emotional breaking points. Some even encouraged to gain weight before filming just so they could lose it again.
I just wanna just say just on a side note, that's why I'm on the side right here. Side note, I just wanna tell you guys that, there was a doctor on facility that whole time during those tapings of, what is it, 8 to 9 I don't even know how many seasons
There was
because
17.
17 seasons. God damn, I thought that shit would've been canceled. But, like I said,
Well, this was before Reddits and all that stuff, could really get going. Nowadays you wouldn't I don't think you'd be able to get away with it
oh, I hope
because
not,
with Reddit and all that.
besides that, the doctor on hand, I believe I get from watching the documentary, besides that, the doctor was a fair doctor, I feel nonetheless, but, he cared about the people, obviously,
Yeah.
but,
I think he was the only one kind of with common sense that wasn't worried about ratings, how much money they were gonna make,
right,
but they weren't
right,
listening to him, that was the problem.
right. And I'm not gonna say that like, hey, this guy has been like the reason why I listen to that doctor is because he wrote a book about the Oakland Raiders. He was with they made a movie about him called Any Day Sunday. That scene where the doctor was just doing all that shit. Well, that was supposed to be that's him,
Yeah,
a young version of him, supposedly from
like
the
exposing it or whatever.
right. So I'm just saying, damn.
Mhm. So, guys, the show ran for 17 US seasons, like I mentioned, and they actually had 30 plus seasons international, so they went even more crazier with it over there. Average production cost was about 1 to 1.2 million per season, and the franchise generated an estimated 500 million in total revenue. That was through ratings, ad dollars, branded products like books, DVDs, fitness meals, workout programs, sponsorships, corporate partnerships, and they were on the ratings chart. They had about 7 to 10 million weekly viewers, and it was transformation TV that became a massive profit machine.
So pretty much whenever you walked into, Planet Fitness, maybe 24-hour fitness on their television, you were probably watching the fattest loser
Well,
because
plus they were doing their own Biggest Loser competitions at all those gyms at that time.
again, again,
'Cause they'd always say, "Oh,
again,
does
ma'am,
anybody wanna sign up for it? It's free, and it's just percentage of body weight loss and all
again,
that."
Shay, check it
And
out.
you had to do weekly weigh-ins.
Check it out. That's just what they're trying to do. So I'm sure that's how they got the billion, mark of people watching it because people that probably went to the gym probably didn't know that that was on, but then was watching it because
Yeah. I think what stuck with me on the documentary was after, they got to the reveal of season 1 and they said, "Oh, this is the winner." Then, everybody, "Oh, yay, great job." And then Jillian Michaels came up to the winner, which she was one of the main trainers, and whispered in his ear and said, "Thank you. You made me a millionaire." Because that was,
eh,
like, her career taking off right then.
pretty much.
So it really was really about the money, honestly.
Yeah.
And then the other, trainer, I forgot his name. I'll have to look it up again, but, um, it was weird that they even got him for the show because he was working with celebrities that were already in shape. He had never worked with obese people before.
Yeah. And that right
Just
there,
because he was
I
a
think no,
celebrity
I'm
trainer.
sorry. I think that's where like I after watching the episode and I heard that it was very hard for me to like listen to him as he kept on talking. I was like, all right, yeah, bro, you done I understand where you're coming from and that's your business forte, but then it's just like, yeah, I know you went for your bag and that by all means you went for your bag. But here's a point where it's just like, all right, you did cross that line of what is it, morality
Right.
at that point.
Yeah.
So you have to live with it.
He
So
seems out of touch, though. I wonder if he's been like that, you know? Like, he seemed very hoity-toity even on the filming. Kinda
yeah,
like, "Oh, yeah, we did this on the show, but oh, well." That's kinda how I took it, at least. Like, "Yeah, we were
ye-
doing all this bad stuff, but oh, well." It's
yeah,
just what they wanted to do, the production team.
but again,
Like, as a trainer, don't you have to kind of also have some morals and ethics and be like, "No,
okay,
this
but
isn't healthy."
at the same time, he's been around celebrities,
I
and
know,
then
but
that's
it's just
just,
crazy.
and then you know how what is it? You kind of you're less. You met with a celebrity, you helped them, so then you felt like, oh, I'm one of them. So then you kind of get that
Yeah,
stardust
you
on
get
you.
those hoity-toity.
Yes. So
Yeah.
that's where I'm
It's
like
like a it's
that's
like a
where
fruit bowl. You have one rotten piece and all the rest of them go.
uh-huh, uh-huh. So that's where I felt like, all right, that's where you cross the line, and he probably didn't see it, but I'm sure when he sees himself in the mirror, he does see it.
Yeah.
So that is what it is.
So, guys, what the documentary exposes, the show prioritized dramatic TV moments over contestant health for sure. Many suffered long term metabolic and medical damage after being on the show. Most regained their weight after filming. I think most of the people that they interviewed on there that was on the show was probably heavier when they were than when they were on the show, or at least the same, right? Didn't you think so?
I felt like they were, yeah, they were a bit heavier. From the pictures of, when they say the before and then when they came in and everything. Yeah,
I
I
mean, I was
totally.
expecting maybe some of them would have, like, I don't know, done something until now, you know, but no, I mean,
Well,
that
no,
show did not
no,
help them at all.
no. The twin sisters. Remember, at least what's the name? She did drop to a reasonable lower weight than what she was, but I'm sure she
Yeah, at
did.
this moment, but it probably has gone up and down and since the show up and down,
Mhm.
so anyways, emotional fallout, shame, depression, disordered eating. Contestants say they were treated like characters, not humans, which we definitely saw. If you guys I mean, I think it was pretty hard to watch, but you guys should definitely check it out if you're interested in kind of, the behind the scenes stuff. We're not gonna spoil it all, of course.
Yeah, this ain't a spoiler channel, man.
But literally on season 1, day 1, they had an emergency. A female contestant collapsed during the first workout and was rushed to the hospital, and doctors warned that she could have unalived. That should have been like a
Pretty
wake-up
much,
call right there.
yeah, yeah, pretty much right there. Did you know, what is it? Was it Tom Segura, the comedian? He was, if you've seen his earlier work, he was a little bit on the heavier side, but uh, from what happened, he played pickup ball of basketball, sprained his ankle. You know, doctor spoke to him, same thing, weight, need
Mm,
to. So then he started started getting into shape, and big ups to you, Tom. But then, got out of touch. But then on top of it, he's always been out of touch because he's always had money. You
right.
know,
Yeah.
so on top of it, but I just felt like it does. When you do get right, it does change people. But uh, I think there's a book called I forgot the damn name of the book, but it was made by a plastic surgeon that he did so much plastic surgeries for so many years, but no matter what you do, it's not you're still not gonna you can do whatever you want, but you if you haven't changed the inside of you, then
Right.
it's still gonna be you at the end. So you can try to change your face, do whatever you want, but or try to escape it, but you're never gonna escape it. It's you.
Yeah. I think the thing that was weird about the whole emergency thing was they decided that it'd be a great idea to just pick them up, drop them off on a beach in California, and tell them they had to run a mile in the sand.
Yeah, see that part I never really understood. I just kind of couldn't get behind that at all. So that's where I was like, when I saw that's where it's like, thank God I wasn't into the show because I think once I would have saw that, I'm like, yep, I'm done.
Yeah. Well, first of all, if you guys have ever ran in the sand, it's not easy.
Yeah,
And you have to be in shape to even do it. And so to expect a bunch of people that literally are
out of
way
shape.
overweight
Yeah.
to run a mile in the heat, by the way, in the sun, in the sand, is like
Hmm.
the most idiotic thing
Yeah,
they could have done.
they knew about it, but they wanted
Yeah,
the
they wanted it.
no, they
So,
wanted the numbers. That's
yeah,
what they
yeah,
wanted.
yeah.
They wanted their numbers. So that's what you call corporate greed.
They had frequent blackouts, dehydration, vomiting during workouts. Some claim they were told to keep pushing for the cameras even when they were sick. Numerous stress fractures, muscle tears, and joint injuries. They had daily weigh ins and shaming that created obsessive anxiety driven behavior as well. So it was kind of like a hamster on a wheel
What was
in a
that
way.
girl's name? The one of the workout chick?
Jillian Michaels.
Oh, she said actually I remember her saying that she loves those moments when they puke.
Yeah.
They call them Jillian puke moments.
Yeah. She was mean on there.
Oh no, she looks like she was always born mean.
Yeah. So workouts were described as military style torture, not fitness. Medical concerns often downplayed to avoid filming delays, and contestants had little control over food, rest, or medical decisions. A former cast member was quoted by saying, "Once you sign in, your body stops being yours and it becomes the property of the show." That was pretty crazy.
Well, again, when it comes to Hollywood and you sign documents and stuff, and again, these were from a contestant, their words, not mine, but when they were looking over the paperwork, first thing in their mind was, "Hey, I think I might need an attorney." Well, and then studios eyes as well, like, well, yeah, we can get you one, but we got 10 other people that would want your spot. So,
Yeah. Get to go and just sign that paperwork.
yeah, so it's pretty much you're making a deal with the devil.
Yeah.
Plain and simple as that.
Yeah. Well, because there was a prize at the end, they all wanted to win, and then on top of that, they wanted to
No,
prove to
because
their
okay,
family that they could do it. And some of
right,
them were there because they just weren't happy with their own selves, like you said.
right.
Yeah.
But on top of it, I believe the first contestant, the first winner, I believe, of the first season, that whenever she snuck over and said that to him, he did it because he saw the money too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he saw that, oh, I'm losing weight and stuff, but then he started seeing money.
Mhm. I don't
So,
remember what the prize was. It's quite a bit, 250,000 or something.
but
Yeah. So why The Biggest Loser stopped making seasons? They had a ratings drop. Audience got tired of the same formula. There wasn't really much they could do to kind of make it fresh and new again. They already kind of went to the extreme, through the whole thing. So there wasn't anything more they could really do. They had massive backlash for unsafe, extreme weight loss tactics. Former contestants were starting to speak out, and obviously that became bad press for them. And then doctors were condemning the show for normalizing the disordered behaviors. In 2016, they tried a reboot, but it flopped just because, people didn't have the appetite for it. And the culture shifted. Fat shaming as entertainment became socially unacceptable. and the brand became basically controversial. So it's one of those things where if you take it out of that time period, it doesn't necessarily work. But guys, fast forward to 2025, the new transformation culture. Weight loss still is a national obsession, but now we just moved it to social media. So TV weigh-ins replaced with viral before and after posts. Some YouTube channels are even just fully about weight loss or
And
that type of stuff.
yeah, and I mean, I'm all for like what is it, health and fitness.
Yeah.
If you're promoting like a healthy alternative, protein, nut friendly for the allergy type, I'm all for that. Or even a healing crystal. I'm not for it, but I'll let you slide on that. It's better than the pet rock.
Right.
Remember that, the pet rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom had said she actually had a pet rock.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow,
So
crazy.
but yeah, no, yeah, I'm all for that side of it. But when you're just, I mean, I can understand if you're a fitness person and you're just doing like, hey, simple stretches or like evergreen videos, like you
Yeah,
say.
yeah, yeah. I mean, there's some good content on there too. I think
Right.
some of it is like that. Remember that one guy, the mukbang guy that avocado or whatever?
Yeah.
What was his name?
Something I forgot
Oh,
his name.
Nico out of avocado or something
Yeah.
like that. And he basically like ate like extreme binged eating on his channel,
Hmm.
mukbanging, and I guess they call it. And then he gained like a ton of weight and
Right.
got like obese basically. And then he basically went off social media and then came back and then he lost it all when he went off and came back and
Yeah.
started up his channel again.
But
So stuff like that is not healthy. That's
but
what I'm saying.
the note to take out of that is that actually some of his content he pre did before,
Yeah.
behind the scenes, while pretty much the old Wizard of Oz behind the curtain. You guys, everybody was watching these other videos for
They thought
so
he was still
long,
fat, but he wasn't.
but he really wasn't. He actually dropped all the weight and then had so much content. So
Yeah. I'm just saying those ones are not necessarily like good representations of how people should be
oh
doing
no,
it.
yeah, no, that's that. Actually, just what he did is it's almost the equivalent of what the biggest fat the Biggest Losers did.
Yeah. And celebrities are now treated like contestants by the public. Pressure never disappeared, it just changed platforms. So, we're going to do a social media hit list. We're going to break for that. We're going to dive into just some celebrities that have drastically changed their looks up just because of that pressure that they all face. And then we're going to, talk about Amy Schumer and Nelly Furtado and what's going on with them after the social media hit list, guys. So while he's pulling that up, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button and giving us a like. YouTube algorithm is definitely something that we are trying to get moving in the right direction. So we would appreciate any assistance, and it is free, guys.
We got ourselves Kelly Osbourne.
Yeah, I did not know that was her. I don't. I mean, you
Yeah.
can show a picture of her before if you want,
uh sure.
or I
So
can put one in too.
yeah, so
That's fine.
you see her there, and then we'll bring up this one, try to see if it does. So as you can see, this. These are girls of Kelly that I remember.
Yeah,
No, this Kelly, I don't really.
that's real thin.
That's very very thin. But I mean, like I'm not a body shamer.
No,
I
no, no.
just
I'm just saying. So she's the
she
new face of Prada 2026. So congratulations to her for
right.
that. But yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is. I'm not gonna say much. I mean, that's good, but I do miss the old Kelly Osbourne. So if you're back in there, Kelly, there's some fans that like you.
And this one is Salma Hayek with her husband. I just put this one in there because it's the same kind of, older man, younger woman concept. So I just thought it'd be good to show that as well because the pressure for her to be like perfect. And obviously he's, obviously on the older side still. So,
Yeah, man. They still got it, man. Still got it.
and this one I thought was hilarious because what are they doing? I guess, I don't know if this is a joke, maybe, but Jaden and Will are going to be the new face of Adidas apparently. So obviously this is their promo ad. And,
So I'm just gonna say that they must have put like a rope around here. I mean, no, really. I mean, all
or
jokes
it's
aside, though,
AI.
yeah, no, or it's AI,
Yeah.
definitely AI. But I'm just trying to say if this was a real one, this is how it is. But it does look AI because Will's forehead, the eyes to forehead to eyebrow ratio is off.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I doubt he's that flexible at this point in his life. So, I mean, if he is,
yeah.
cool, but if that is really that's a weird campaign if that is true. I think Adidas is gonna catch
But
some flack from
again,
that one.
if this is him, how they did it, guys, string right here, some little Photoshop got rid of all that, and then that's how they did that.
Yeah,
Or maybe they had some green people underneath here to hold his arm up and to hold this up too. I don't know. Sky's the limit.
yeah. This one, Jennifer Lawrence is actually playing in a role called Die My Love, and I guess she's pregnant in the movie, and they wanted so there was a nude scene that she had to do, and, essentially, she, thought that being pregnant, would kinda take her anxiety away about being nude, but what happened was the producers and the director wanted to edit out her cellulite and basically touched up and airbrushed it and all that stuff, and she said, "No." She said, "That's an ass, and I'm pregnant, and no. Like, either leave it in there or we're not gonna have the nude scene." So good for her for, like, pushing forward, like, what really people look like.
Damn.
So I just
I
thought
mean,
that was
she really stood up for that.
yeah.
She stood up for you, women, the women.
Instead of always being airbrushed. We've seen
Oh,
we've seen Zach on our channel before, but here's another picture of his, transformation. So he's also face of Prada. Apparently, he got in a car accident is why what he bases, his face surgeries on, that they had to kinda reconstruct. I don't know if that's true or not, allegedly, but he doesn't look the same.
yeah. I mean,
So
I didn't even know he got into a car accident. Sorry to hear about that. I mean,
well, I think that's always the go-to, right? If you get caught doing surgery, like, "Oh, I had to do it because whatever, a medical condition or something."
mm,
And then this one, so apparently Kris Jenner's turning 70, and that top picture is her now. She's gotten a lot of work done lately. The bottom one, obviously, they're using a little bit of AI to make it like extreme, but no, I have seen her in a couple other pictures out and about, and she looks just like her daughter Kim now. Like she had a lot of work done.
damn.
So for 70, if you really, I mean, I bet that's a little airbrush too, but
Yeah.
for 70, you're looking pretty crazy for 70. To the point where
Look,
Kim cut her hair short and it was like, which one's Kim and which one's the mom?
damn, dog.
So
So she's out here. Yeah, you don't think? Oh man, dog. Dude, Kanye, you better not be in town. Dog, you might actually.
wow.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I was like, oh shit.
I thought she's allegedly dating Tom Brady, so Tom Brady better watch
Oh,
out too. He's gonna
oh man, the old switcheroo. Oh man, yo, this would be the most biggest con ever, dude. We just did an Ocean's 11 thing, dog. This is like Ocean's 2, dog. The good old, you know how like the men, like the dude, the old, like guys, they always have like a little trick. This would be the first women trick, dog. The old switch the daughter with the grandma, grandma to the daughter
wow.
switch.
Is there more? Is that it?
No, that's it, man. But I just, Shay, this last one, dog. Wow.
It's a little I think it's a little AI too, but yeah, she does really look like her now, and you can tell she's had a lot more surgeries done.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that's crazy, man. I'm scared. I'm shaking, dog. If I
Well,
was,
once you start
I
cutting, you
felt
gotta
like,
keep
I
cutting.
felt like if I was like Kanye, I'd be scared to go come see I gotta see the kid. I'm like, yo, can y'all just like drop the kids off, man?
Gee.
Like just fly them on the airplane. I'll send my jet, get the kids.
So, guys, we're gonna jump back into the video. We're gonna talk about the Amy Schumer controversy. So, if you guys haven't checked out Amy, she's a comedian. Also, she does movies as well. She built her brand as a proud, thicker girl representing real women, often challenging Hollywood's beauty standards and the thin at all cost mindset. She did become a body positive voice until she admitted using Ozempic for weight loss. And fans obviously were like, what? They called it hypocritical. They said that, you preach self love and then secretly joined the trend. And she said Ozempic left her bedridden, nauseous, and extremely sick. So at least she shared that side of it because I guess there are a lot of side effects with it. But She did switch meds and now warns how dark and harmful the trend can be, sparking bigger debates of if body positive celebrities can't resist shrinking. What hope does anyone else have? And what I'll just say on this is you should just be, not necessarily, we're not promoting like obesity or anything, but we're just saying, you don't have to be like a stick thin figure or whatever, just be happy with wherever, whatever size you want to be at, basically.
Hey man,
But-
I like him voluptuous.
and then we shouldn't, be out there promoting like, oh yeah, real body and all this stuff, and then secretively losing like, Ozempic weight or whatever. That's kind of
Nah,
shady.
man, nah. I'm not down with the Ozempic, bro.
I think, oh, there's a few
But
people that I follow that, have done, like, the Ozempic, kinda, like, thing and shown their journey. It's not pleasant. Like, they have headaches, they're throwing
I
up, like,
mean,
diarrhea,
I
all this stuff. But it's made
I
out,
know,
what
but
it's
no,
made
okay,
out
no.
of is
How about
it's
this?
made out of poison.
Okay, but check this out. I think any narcotic drug in general,
Yeah.
it's always gonna have a side effect technically. So,
No, it's
I
made out
mean,
of iguana venom. There's an iguana that's
venomous.
venomous, and they use that to make the stuff. So, how duh. Of course your body's gonna be like, "What the hell are you doing?" So, the next one we're gonna jump into is Nelly Furtado. She was recently bullied into retirement. So, early 2000s pop star with hits like "Promiscuous" and "I'm Like a Bird." She
Promiscuous girl. Sorry, just wanted to say it.
faced relentless body shaming at the height of her fame. Media and fans picked apart her weight gain after having her daughter, and we looked up pictures. She's Portuguese, so she's on the thicker side now. Anyway, I think just from growing up and not being 20 anymore. But then having a
Yeah.
kid, I mean, she has a good shape to her, but so basically they're just comparing to what they saw of her in the 2000s, which is like pretty small 20-year-old, because you're
Yeah.
young and you whatever. And so anyway, so she stepped back from music for nearly a decade, saying that she needed to heal. Recently opening up about the bullying and why she chose her mental health over fame. We looked up, she actually sold her discography for what did it say? 60
Uh,
million or 50 million or something.
50 million, I believe.
So she doesn't have to do it anymore. She's kinda like, "Whatever." Good for her.
Yeah, she did the right thing. Big ups to you, Nelly Furtado. And plus, she's also a songwriter, so I'm sure she
Yeah,
can still still make money
yeah.
regardless. So she's in good hands, anyways.
And now she's making kind of a comeback, not with singing or touring anymore, but with focusing on empowerment, body positive messaging. But the funny part about it all is, like, I feel like there was a time period where thick was, like, the thing, especially for, like, R&B and rap and stuff, and then, I don't know, now I think we're heading back towards skinny trend again.
Uh, there's an
Yeah.
old
At
saying,
least for the
Shay.
celebrities.
There's an old saying, Shay. History repeats itself.
Yeah. No, I know. Now we're back to, like, the Richard Simmons, like, "Everybody get on the aerobics."
I think that's why Richard Simmons is in hiding. He's gonna come back. And he's gonna come back strong and fierce.
Yeah. So, guys, the Ozempic, it's called GLP-1, that's the generic name, craze. There's a bunch of different names for this stuff. If you pull up any, I don't know, social media, you're gonna see ads for it. I do all the time.
Hey, I
But the
oh,
Ozempic is,
okay.
like, the brand, but there's, like,
No, no
tons of different
yeah,
brands of it.
yeah, yeah, because, you remember that lovely woman from, Pitch Perfect?
Oh, yeah, she lost weight too.
Yeah,
I
she
think
was
on Ozempic too. So
yeah,
did Lizzo. Lizzo took it. There's been a few other ones.
yeah, so that's why I'm like,
Yeah, we're gonna go
they
over a
were
list of some other ones,
yeah,
but
I was gonna say I thought how she was in Pitch Perfect was
yeah.
great, but, yeah, big ups to her too, change, but I mean, oh man, jeez.
So Ozempic was originally created for diabetes and obesity, and now it's used for cosmetic weight loss. Celebrities and influencers are glamorizing the injections as a quick fix solution. Shortages hit people who medically needed the drug because they were all using it, to lose like 20 pounds instead of like hundreds of pounds. And then side effects, like we mentioned, nausea, vomiting, fatigue, hair and muscle loss, headaches, migraines. Rapid rebound weight gain after stopping is very common. So, really, if you're going to do it, you need to have a plan to kind of maintain, or you're really going to have some issues. And then a shortcut it is, but with unknown long term risks.
I mean, at least you'll be
Allegedly, guys.
unless I mean, just think of it this way, you'll be low weight for a limited time only, so I mean,
Yeah,
you better take advantage of it.
I guess. So, guys, online obsession with who is on Ozempic is definitely like TMZ's covering it. Anybody that can find anything about this stuff. They're having red carpet body reveals, which are treated like season finales. I think even, do you remember, what's that guy? The guy that has the late show that got in trouble for being mean to people? Do you remember?
James
I don't know. Anyway, he did it too. I think he lost a
he
bunch of weight.
lost a bunch of weight
Yeah,
too.
you haven't seen him
Holy shit! No,
lately?
I have not.
Oh,
Dude,
okay.
I have not seen him
He was
lately.
real heavy and then he lost weight. Anyway. So, same message as the 2000s TV guys, smaller equals better. Just a different decade, same body shrinkage obsession. And then other celebrities who have publicly admitted using it, um, which there's a ton more than this that are not confirmed, but so Amy Schumer, yeah.
Allegedly.
Amy Schumer obviously open discussed it. Chelsea Handler also used it. She said it was prescribed to her without realizing it by her team. I don't know how that's possible, but that's what she said to get around,
Oh, it's
taking
quite
it.
simple. It's like, hey, Chelsea, I see you drinking that hot mocha chocolate. Want to try some of this Ozempic?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sure.
Wasn't she
Shit.
on the thicker
Mm.
side and always, like, was kind of for that too?
Who?
Chelsea Handler?
Yeah, I thought she was, but
Yeah. Yeah. Emily Simpson, I'm not sure who that is, but she's credited Ozempic for starting her weight loss. Sharon Osbourne, obviously the mom to the lovely one we just showed, she got so skinny on it, guys. I saw her picture of her on it, and she was already a little lady, but she got so
yeah,
skinny, and she
she.
regretted taking it too. Tracy Morgan joked around that Ozempic stopped him from eating, which apparently it really does. And he was on the thicker side for a little bit. I think he's lost some too. And then, of course, the big one that we always think about when we think about weight loss, Oprah Winfrey. Hers is controversial because she owned the Weight Watchers company,
Oh, she did. I
and
didn't
they
know
well at
that.
least the app part of it,
Oh,
or at least sponsored it, or was part owner or something in it. So she was out there saying like, "Oh, look,
hey,
Weight Watchers and stuff," but
whatever
she was
happened?
actually doing a Ozempic,
Really? I whatever happened?
allegedly.
No, I'm
Weight
just
Watchers, I
curious.
think the app went bankrupt, but then they started it up again. Um, but the whole premise of Weight Watchers is you can eat whatever you want. It just tracks
Oh,
your food and
is it because
you have a certain
remember?
amount of
No,
calories.
because when Meta brought up all those other places and things, he brought up that too.
I don't know, maybe.
Probably. I mean, Mark Zuckerberg seems like a type of person who would do that.
Yeah. But Weight Watchers is different than normal diets because, I mean, yeah, you can eat the food they have, but like the app itself, you can literally eat McDonald's if you want. It just tells you, like, you have this many points for the day. You ate McDonald's and now you use like however many of them, you have this many points left. Here's the free foods that you can eat, like vegetables and stuff. Oh, I don't know.
So
It's supposed to
the
be like
go
more balanced.
so balance is all right. I can eat McDonald's and then they give me some free good food, and then I can eat some more McDonald's. I get some free good food.
No, it's just saying like you have this many points for the day. If you want to eat a Happy Meal, it's this many points. But
Oh,
then they
okay,
have
okay.
free foods, which would be like, cucumbers, tomatoes, strawberries, like fruits and
Mhm,
vegetables that
mhm,
don't count
mhm,
towards the
mhm,
points.
mhm.
So, if the whole point is if you want to go to Chili's with your friends, you can go and get
But
whatever, but you might use up all your points for the day, then you just have to eat vegetables for the rest of the day. So it's supposed to be like flexible or whatever.
oh, so
I don't
I
know that
have
really promotes good like ideals. And then Gigi off the Shaws of Sunset documented her Ozempic journey. And then Mama June, and she used the injections post surgery as well. So yeah,
she was posting the surgery about it.
well,
I
she had
take
weight
these
loss
shots.
surgery.
Oh, she had weight loss surgery
Yeah,
and took that.
she was big
Damn.
though. So guys, why this all connects? Then we had weight loss as entertainment. Now we have weight loss content plus clout plus pharma. Just same pressure, new packaging. Society still glorifies transformation over true health. I think one thing that stuck with me when we watched the Biggest Loser one, they were interviewing two of the contestants, and one of the contestants said, "People really, I don't know what it is about our culture, but if they haven't seen you for a while, the first thing they will say is, 'Oh, you look like you've lost weight.'" And that's something that, people are like looking
Facts.
for. And then, also just like, oh yeah, I have to go to
Facts.
Thanksgiving, so I'm gonna like really work it out, and starve myself or whatever you have to do to get there. Just so your aunt and uncle can be like, oh, you look great. You lost some weight. All right. So guys, that takes us to bonus content. Behind the scenes scandals that they tried to hide. So The first one, which we did kind of mention, the contestants had to sign an extreme liability waiver acknowledging risks of injury or unalive.
Really?
Well,
That's
think
shocking,
about
isn't it?
it. Yeah, of course. They were told to dehydrate before their weigh-ins for dramatic results. I don't know if you guys have ever been part of like wrestling culture. Even in high school, they used to do that. Used to spit in a cup to like, for the weigh-in to dehydrate themselves so that, and I think even bodybuilders do it.
Like spit bucket.
So that whole thing. And then water was allegedly restricted before filming for more shocking visuals. So
So they were not giving water out? Why do I
they
feel like
throw up,
I feel like they would have been great people to like that did that to those people. It would have worked great on the poop cruise. We're not
yeah,
giving you none of this. None of that.
give them lettuce sandwiches.
Yeah, give them lettuce sandwiches.
Yeah. And then producers manipulated the weigh-ins by scheduling challenges strategically. So they would purposefully have them like doing challenges right before the weigh-in so that it would, show like shocking. Oh my God, they lost 20 pounds this week. Woo.
Well, check them out, but they fell and busted their ass on this raft though.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then they did cast, just like Bachelor, Bachelorette, all these other ones, they did have heroes and villains that were pre-cast before filming began so they could, manipulate what those people said and stuff to make them, pit against each other to make it a reality show basically. So
So what they did is they used the old Jerry
Jerry Springer stuff, yeah.
mhm.
And then because contestants say they were discouraged from seeking medical attention so that production could keep moving. And then the show rewarded disordered eating patterns also as commitment. So I know at one point the one guy said that he was down to eating like 600 calories a day, and he was a big guy, and they were burning like 8,000 calories a day.
So so
That's
check this out.
crazy. Even
So
they don't even recommend that for normal weight loss.
no, but the craziest thing about that is remember the teasing? So this is where like thank God I never watched the show, but so there's a moment, I guess there's a part of the episode where after working out, doing what they gotta do, might have like little mingling sessions and stuff. Now they take you to this red room where it's called the teaser room or whatever. Remember, they made you eat the food or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, that's
So
right. They had to like Oh, that's right. They had to if they ate so much, whoever ate it first or something got, like, what, extra points or
got
something?
extra something, extra points or no, no. Oh no, they get more a workout time and one
Oh,
on one
one-on-one, yeah.
with Jillian and the other guy.
But think about that if they were making them eat all those foods and then do, like, a weigh-in or whatever, and then they could show, like, "Oh, yeah, they gained, 10 pounds this week, but then they lost 40 pounds this week,"
Mm-hmm.
or something crazy, I don't know. That was probably the purpose of it too, and also so they threw up too, so they had, like, a full,
Right. So
like,
that's where I
pizza or
never
something on.
yeah, that's why I never really understood that. And I was like, okay. And I think the doctor even said something about that too.
Yeah, he was definitely against it all, which I don't know why he didn't stand up more on it, but I guess, just kind of fall in line and write a book later. I think the celebrity controversy that'll always continue.
Yeah, that's forever gonna live in infamy on that. Besides that, the only thing I can say is geez, I don't know, you know, you're never gonna please anybody. So it's just like you either take the person for who they are and just be happy, or just know that things happen. That's just part of life. So uh, I do say just be your true and authentic self, and sky's the limit.
Yeah. I think just a lot of people probably, and I was saying this too. I said, I don't know why they didn't accompany, this whole weight loss show with some type of therapy because more than likely, if you're like 4, 5, 600 pounds, like something is happening, like something happened in your life that you're like eating and coping eating with it. Like, one guy was, like, secretly eating, like, a whole dozen of remember? Whole dozen of donuts on his
Yeah,
way to work every morning, stuff like that, like, secretively almost like using it like a
like a
drug
drug.
almost, yeah, and so, I mean, I think they need to get them, like, therapists, honestly, but they didn't, but they needed to.
Uh, usually, I personally, to tell you the truth, I always said that usually if it's a reality television, you should always have a psychologists there, always on staff.
Like, one of the ladies even said, like, she was miserable with herself,
Mhm,
So I
mhm.
think if something underlining is going on, you're not just, like, chubby or, gained a little weight because you had a kid or something, like, you literally have, health problems, massive health problems for years because you're
Right.
basically using food as a drug to medicate yourself to whatever because of some reason, so, yeah, that was my kinda take on it too, but so, guys, if the biggest loser taught us anything, it's that extreme weight loss looks inspiring on camera, but the real damage often happens off screen. And now, with celebrities and TikTok selling easy weight loss injections, we have to ask, is this truly health or just the latest show we're buying into? Before you chase a trend, a body type, or a quick fix, remember a transformation isn't worth it if you have to destroy yourself to get there, guys. And that's it for us today, guys. Check us out on the next episode of Two Peas Out the Pod, and we'll see you then.
Peace out.
Bye.